Welcome to CARICOMP Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
Two men were arrested this week by federal agents in New York. The charge: publishing AI-generated intimate images of real people without their consent. It's the first time anyone's been arrested under a federal law that didn't exist 12 months ago. If you've ever had a photo of yourself posted online, a selfie, a work headshot, a picture someone else tagged you in, your face is raw material now. Generative AI tools can take a single image and fabricate explicit content that looks real enough to fool the people who know you. That's not a hypothetical. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, one of the sites involved in this week's arrests had received nearly 1 million views. 1 million people looked at fabricated images of real human beings and had no reason to doubt what they saw. The deeper story isn't that someone built a deepfake. It's that deepfakes just crossed from emerging threat into prosecutable crime, and the entire enforcement infrastructure is scrambling to keep up. So what happens when the law moves faster than the platforms it's supposed to regulate? Start with the law itself. The Takedown Act makes it a federal crime to publish non-consensual intimate imagery generated by AI. According to NBC News, an Ohio man became the first person convicted under this statute. He didn't just create the images, he posted them on a site that racked up traffic approaching 1 million views before anyone intervened. That gap between creation and removal is exactly what the new law is designed to close. As of May 19, 2026, platforms are required to remove reported deepfake imagery within 48 hours. Not a suggestion. A hard, legal deadline. Miss it, and you're exposed to federal enforcement. That 48-hour clock changes the math for every social media company, every hosting provider, every forum operator. For someone whose fabricated images are circulating right now, it means there's finally a mechanism to demand removal with legal teeth behind it. But can platforms actually move that fast? According to Stack Cyber's legislative tracker, 46 states have now enacted their own deepfake laws. 46. A year ago, most of those statutes didn't exist. The FTC sent formal warning letters to major platforms ahead of the May compliance deadline, and the agency has signaled it's ready to pursue civil penalties against companies that drag their feet. How the FTC handles its first enforcement action will set the tone for every platform's compliance budget going forward. And this isn't just an American story. According to One News in New Zealand, a man was sentenced this month to 24 months of intensive supervision for creating and sharing deepfake pornographic images. That's New Zealand's first sentencing for this kind of offense. Courts on opposite sides of the planet are reaching the same conclusion at the same time. Fabricating someone's likeness into explicit content is an act of harm, not an act of speech. Meanwhile, India's Delhi High Court is drawing a different line. According to Media Nama, judges there are distinguishing between deepfakes that cause demonstrable real-world harm and online expression that's merely offensive. The court's position: you have to prove actual damage, not just the existence of synthetic media. That distinction matters, because it shows enforcement won't be uniform. What counts as a prosecutable deepfake in Ohio might not meet the threshold in Delhi. Now, civil liberties organizations have raised a legitimate concern. The 48-hour takedown mechanism could be weaponized. Someone acting in bad faith could file a fraudulent report to get legitimate content pulled, the same abuse pattern that's plagued copyright takedown systems for years. California's attempt to regulate political deepfakes, a law called AB 2839, ran into exactly this tension. A federal judge struck down portions of it in August of 2025, finding that key provisions likely violated the First Amendment and conflicted with Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. Not every synthetic image will be enforceable harm, and the line between protection and censorship is going to be drawn in courtrooms for years. The enforcement pressure isn't flowing downward toward individual creators anymore. It's flowing upstream toward the platforms, the hosting services, the payment processors, the AI tools that make generation possible in the first place. The person who builds the deepfake is the obvious target. The infrastructure that lets it reach 1 million viewers in days, that's where the next wave of liability lands. So, a federal law now criminalizes non-consensual AI-generated intimate images. 2 people were arrested this week, one's already been convicted, and platforms have 48 hours to remove reported content or face consequences. 46 states have their own laws on the books, and countries from New Zealand to India are writing their own rules in real time. Whether you investigate these cases for a living or you're just someone with a face on the internet, and that's all of us, the rules around what can be done with your likeness changed this month. The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.